Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. How's everybody doing? It's cold. Just get myself together here. Something in my eye. Try to warm myself up a little bit. Good morning. Oh, good morning, Donzel. Good morning. I'm trying to warm myself up a little bit. Good morning. Good morning. Just asking for it is early. It's very early. Good morning. I'm gonna start on the inside this morning. It's cold here. It's like in the 50s. Um, and so I got my I'm probably shed my sweatshirt shirt a little later, but it's cold out here. Got my little morning coffin this morning. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Dazel, I'm tender-headed, so it was a task to get my hair done this week. I did a little, I haven't been in my garden in about a week, like just consistently in the garden. So thank you. So I got a lot of stuff to do today before I have to log off because I have a busy day too. But I'll show you a little bit of what I did yesterday while I wasn't in the garden. Yesterday was actually a really good day here. The weather was amazing. It was nice and warm. It's gonna warm up a little later, but I see these squirrels out here playing this morning. The squirrels are not my friends out here. I'm gonna show you why a little later. They've been out there digging up my digging up my plants. Brother, don't come in here being a hater this morning. Good morning, Rich Black Man. Everybody in the chat. My moderator this morning is my big brother. Well, older brother. Yeah, he bigger than me. So my big brother. Um, so yeah. But I will show you guys a little bit of what I did yesterday. I didn't quite kill myself, but does anybody ever eat like pickled peppers? So before anybody asks, I don't sell these. Um, but I basically take some brine and I pickle some peppers. My grandmother likes them and a few other people. Good morning, Clinton from Africa. It's hot and windy in South Africa. I don't know that I would like the hot, but the windy, I think I would like because it's cold here. Like even with this sweatshirt, I was outside earlier putting my tables up and I could see my breath. So that's how I know it's cold. So I make pickled peppers. Good morning, Shelly. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Shelly, I haven't opened up my little thing yet, but I'm going to do it later on today so that I can record myself doing it. I like the honest reaction. Good morning. Thank everybody for joining. It's early and you guys are up. I appreciate everything. So, so like I said, I did the pickled peppers this morning, well, yesterday. And y'all know a lot of people ask me what I do with my peppers. So I make hot sauce. This is one of them. They will be on sale soon. So this peach-based spicy cobbler heaven. So here's one. I'm planning on putting them on sale tomorrow. I want to make a few more batches because I only have about 20 bottles combined. And then here's the hottest one, the one that I did on live stream. So here's the hot fire one. I have the little warning label on it. This is what I make with the Carolina Reaper peppers. So there's this one. And then I call this a fan favorite. This is the sweet tangy heat. This one is made with habaneros. So there's this one. So that's what I was doing yesterday. And between making the peppers and then today I'm going to go in and make some more things and I'll toss it all in my YouTube a little later. So safe travels, Shelly. I was traveling last weekend, but I was able to record some stuff. So hopefully everybody is subscribed to the channel and you can tune into all the videos that I'm going to be dropping a little bit later this month. So you need to learn how to make hot sauce. You got to be prepared. So if you have like a fairly large size kitchen that you can have good ventilation and stuff, yeah, you could definitely make some hot peppers. So when I was making the hot peppers yesterday, this is a Scotch bonnet, but I didn't put this one inside because I noticed it had like a little browning. So I'm gonna put on some gloves and cut into this to maybe see if I could save some of the seeds from it. So I don't know if the seeds are gonna be good. If they're brown, I don't want them. I never seen any hot pepper seeds that are brown, so I don't think this pepper, I don't know what got into it or what happened to it, but there's where we are with this one. Great hot sauce, great sauce you made. I hope it's great. I tasted most of them. Y'all know I have a little secret with cooling myself down with tasting my own stuff, so I do taste it very sparingly. My brother keeps asking me to taste hot sauce and peppers on stream. I told him maybe one day. I'm not really trying to have the world see me crying because I can't take to eat hot stuff. I can't take the heat. So yeah, that's a little bit of what we're doing this morning. I have a lot of plants that I need to put out in the garden today and some things that I need to do inside. So I put up a lot of my seeds yesterday. I tried to clean up. My sun porch is basically my workshop. Yes, Shelly, my brother is trying to set me up as always, as always. Um, we were in Miss T's stream yesterday and they were talking about sharing. So a funny story about my brother is he likes to get a rise out of me. So he knows that I don't share very well. So when we go on vacation, you know, I take pictures of the plants and he'll take the pictures for me. But when most of the time I'll order breakfast to come to our suite and I'll ask him what he wants and he'll tell me and I'll order it. And then when my food comes, he tried to stick his hands in my plate and take some of my bacon one day. And then he almost drew back some nubs. So yeah, can't wait for the hot sauce to drop this week. Just asking for a friend, just week. I'm trying to be fair and equitable for the most part. It's not called selfish. I'm trying to be fair and equitable, so I put everything in a jot form where people could put their address and their name and then sign off. And then after they put their email address, I'll reach out to them to get to tell them the payment method so we could do it that way. I don't like to particularly link my bank account to those type of things, so that's how we're gonna do it. I'm hoping that that works. I do have a lot of local people that have asked me for it, so they're asking me to do pre-orders. Rich, I'm not gonna argue with you in my live stream about why you shouldn't be reaching in my plate to take my bacon. Just because you eat your bacon fast and I eat my bacon slow. See what I mean, y'all? My brother is a funny guy. Love him to death, though. He'll be here next month, right? Yeah, I think next month. We're going on a trip for my birthday, so I got to get my garden good and set. I'm going to put him to work in the garden, too. He pretends like he doesn't like it, but he really does. So, yeah, let's try to get a little bit to work. So, I had a lot of people. Tomorrow is your birthday. Happy early birthday. I hope you have a very great one. So I was talking to a few people in my stream and in my DMs about these eggshells. And so they was like, why don't you put them in a blender? And it's because I'm not a weirdo, but like, does anybody watch like ASMR videos and stuff like that? Well, I like to just hear the crunch of them. Brother, rich black man. Yeah, so I'm gonna give him a little shout out and caveat this morning. My brother and I have a podcast, but it's on his channel. So if you see him in the channel this morning or you see his name, click his name and please subscribe. Come in, go in and watch the two of us kind of have like some general banter. We watch a lot of shows and all that type of stuff. He comes here and he helps me a lot in my garden. A lot of the popping videos that you guys see on my stream. Yeah, I do a lot of the editing, but he does too, and he does a lot of my scheduling. So thank you, thank you, thank you to my brother. That's your shout out for the day. Even though you do try to get a rise out of me. And I did tell him, and just stay tuned, so make sure everybody subscribe. One day, once I meet my garden content creating goals, I will eat one of these hot peppers on stream. I'm not going to tell you which one, but I will try one, okay? This is not for my benefit. This is for his benefit. No, I'm not telling them any more about my brother. So, if they want to know more about you, they can go to the podcast, learn a little bit about you, probably learn a bit about me too, to know about me other than the gardening part of it. Okay. So yeah, I use my little rolling pin to crush up these eggshells, and I don't put them in a blender because I like the way it sounds. I'm not gonna see. It's like very. You hear that? It's very relaxing and soothing. So I'm gonna put this up and just start getting to work. So I need to put on my gloves before I cut into this pepper because I really want to see what's inside of it. Let's see. I have some gloves here. I tried to put a lot of these black gloves outside because I never know when I'm going to be cutting into or crushing up one of these hot peppers. So I probably needed a knife. But I wanted to know why it's like black. You see it? It's like black. So, see, Shelly, I knew somebody would see it my way. If it makes me happy, plus, I don't know if y'all know, like I have, sometimes I have real bad anxiety. So going out in the garden and stuff like that is what pretty much helps me. So if I'm having a stressful day, I come out here in our garden and I crush up some eggshells and I do what I do. And that's what helps me. So I'm gonna just cut into this pepper. I probably should have put both gloves on, but I want to see, ew. And I don't want any of these juices. So this is kind of nasty. So Clinton, I'll answer that question for him. When you click on his name and you go to his page, go to his playlist. No, go to his at the top where it says podcast, and it's called Siblings Unscripted. So that's the name of his the podcast that the two of us do. How you doing, Calamity Jane? How are you? Hanging in the garden with the chickens just calms you in the morning? Listen, I don't have chickens, but I can imagine that does calm you, okay? The sound of crinkling baby white packages. That's interesting, I can't say. I think it is, so check this out. Look nasty looking, right? So this one can go in the garbage. I'm not gonna use it. I mean, it smells good, but around the seeds is like molded. So this is something to watch out for. So like, don't just like toss your peppers in the bag and whatever, because this one is bad. I wanted to cut into it because I didn't know what was what. I didn't know what was what. Oh, you have to rich. Thank you, rich black man. All right, so that was that with the, yeah, it's going in the trash, Donzel. It's going in the trash. So one of the things that, good morning, Hannah. Yeah, I am doing well. I am doing well this morning. It's a little cold. I was telling everybody, like, everybody's used to seeing me with a sweatshirt, but today is actually cold. I probably should have put on, like, thermals or something. So last weekend I went away. I was in Pennsylvania. I can't wait for you guys to see some of the footage from that. It'll be dropping soon. But I pack what I call a to-go bag. So before I go outside, I'm kind of procrastinating because it's cold out there. And it's cold on my sun porch too because we left the 2 sliding doors open last night. But it's warmer in here than it is outside. But we are going outside in a minute. But I just want to grab some of my stuff that I had in the bag, so that I took there. My little hats. I got 2 different hats. One that's like a cap, because I'm a little vain sometimes. I don't like to show my hair when my hair is not done. So I gotta put up all my. He does like football. I'm not gonna tell y'all who his team is because it's a shame. He's a little delusional. So I gotta make sure I put up all these seeds here, and I need to probably see if I'm gonna put any more seeds in my garden. So I have most of these seeds in my garden already. So, but I do want to plant out some more mustards because the mustards that I did plant are super pretty right now. You're waiting. JC Calamity Jane, where are you? Like, what gardening zone if you're waiting for the sun to show up? Because the sun is up here. It's not dark. I'm kind of like peeking over there. About a year ago, um, the on the street over, a guy set his house on fire, and it burnt down the house next to him. So they're finally putting the rebuilding the house that was next to it. So what do I do with the mustard seeds? I plant them to get mustard. So I'm gonna take you outside in a little bit. Just asking for a friend. I don't think that you've ever been on live stream me, so I'm gonna go through, show everybody what I have, and then start today against my wishes. I'm gonna actually start pulling out some plants and replacing them with some of these seedlings. So East Texas 8B, you had a weird early fall. It's darker in the morning since August. It's been odd. Yeah, so I used to live stream on Wednesdays at like 6 something in the morning, but I started noticing I would like get up and be outside and it was like dark. So I stopped I stopped going out on Wednesday mornings, and now I just try to do it on the weekends both days. My garden is like up and down. There's a few things, so I'm hoping that I have some experience. Like, I feel like I'm an experienced gardener, but I'm not as experienced as some people. So I have a few questions that I'm gonna probably put a poll up because I'm a little curious. Everyone knows that the pain in my thorn is beets, and we planted out the beet seeds. In full disclosure, the squirrels did go out there and dig in my garden, so some of the beet seeds didn't sprout. And then I planted some radishes, which I think I need to thin out because they're too close together, so I'll do that this morning. My tomato plant is still producing, but I want the space, so I think I'm just gonna just pull it out because if you ever get tired of just eating tomatoes and making stuff out of tomatoes, I'm tomatoed out at this point. So the tomato, even though it still has green tomatoes on there, it's gotta go. Um, and I'm actually thinking of pulling one of the hot pepper plants out so I can start putting in my fall seedlings into the enclosure. And then I'll show you something that I got. So if you I'm gonna slide over to the side, I'll give you a sneak peek. You see my little things in the back? There's gonna be a video dropping about those on Sunday. I have 2 of them on my green stalk, so that's a little sneak peek. So it's a lot going on over here. Excuse me. And we'll see what all we're gonna do. How's your garden going so far? Listen, I did real good. Listen, I don't know what else to do with the tomatoes, and I don't have enough freezer space to like freeze them and keep them all. I'm running out of the little jars when I make the tomato sauce. So to help myself out and not punish myself, I'm gonna just pull the bush out so that I don't have any more tomatoes to get, and that'll just solve that problem. So it's funny that you asked, Shelly, about any good quality beets. I think I got good quality seeds, but in terms of the beets, I don't think so because um, they're just coming up. I think they're too close, and I think the squirrels they messed them up, and I don't know if I'm supposed to be thinning them out now or later, if they're gonna get bigger. You know what? Let me just show you. Do I have everything I need? You know what? We'll talk outside, and then I'll come back and then get some of my seedlings. Let me just grab a pair of gloves. So these are like, I've been looking for these at Home Depot. These are my favorite gloves. I've had them this gardening season, the entire season, and I was looking in to see if I could find the name because I was gonna Google or Amazon them, but I think I must have just ripped the name off of them. But I love these gloves, and they're warm. I ordered some for wintertime, but I'm not gonna open up that pack yet. So I did a great job on the peppers. I had so many peppers that I had to buy a vacuum sealer, and I just vacuum sealed so many, and I have so many left, which is that's kind of like my inspiration and my push to like just make lots and lots of hot sauces to sell. The Woozy bottles aren't cheap, but because I sell them, I kind of make it up on the back end when I sell them. So let me just, um, because I'm the, to answer your question, Clinton, I would do sun-dried tomatoes. The only problem with that is, yeah, my family, they will eat the tomato sauce and stuff that I make, but they don't eat tomatoes. So sun-dried tomatoes is only beneficial for me. So I'll be the only one eating them. And soon I don't want to create like acid reflux because I'm the only one in here eating tomatoes. Mm, so Donzel, most of my peppers are hot, and I don't think that they would be great on pizza unless you like hot and spicy pizza. So let's just go outside for a few. Let me just put my gloves in my pocket, and I'm gonna put these scissors in my pocket too because I do need to thin out some things. Anything else I need for now? I'll come back and get the seedlings that we're gonna plant on stream this morning. So let's just go outside. Go outside. Close this door here. So let me just show you before we go all the way over the seedlings that I need to plant. I can't leave them in here because I think they're getting root bound, and you see some of the leaves are dying on them. So there you go. There's some of these seedlings I'm gonna put in someone else's garden, so they're not all for me, but a good amount are. There's pak choi, collards, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, the whole shebang are here. So let's just go out into the garden for a bit. And it's cold out here. Okay. So don't ask him for a friend. I think you asked me about so let's just look at this tomato bush. Y'all see, it's nice and green, and it has like a ton of tomatoes on it still. So I was trying to wait for them to turn red, but some are, some aren't. I picked about 5 of them off yesterday, but it's still going strong. And like, listen, I don't know. I don't want to pull it out, but I want to pull it out because I'm sick of having tomatoes. And maybe I'll just make some fried green tomatoes out of these Romas. Like, does anybody know in the chat how green they need? How like, at what point can you pull them off green and fry them as fried green tomatoes, if anybody knows? At what point? Okay, so let's just come over here. Thank you, Donzel. These are the mustards that we planted out a few weeks, like maybe, so yeah, about two weeks ago. These are the mustard greens here. They look amazing. Can't wait for them to get up a little bit bigger. I do need to come in and spray them. It looks like either slugs or something is getting in. So I'm gonna just take my hand to see if I see any white flies come out. So no white flies, they're just something's going in and eating the mustards here. And these are the mustards. So here's what I'm talking about. So Shelly, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but you see this? Yeah, mustard greens. I planted different kinds of beets here, and this is what they look like. And I think I need to thin them out, but I'm not sure because and you can see like where the squirrel's been digging. Let me just move this tomato. So the squirrel's been digging, and so some came up and some didn't, and I'm at a loss. Like, I think I need to thin them out here. I think it should only be like one maybe. I don't know. It's just kind of bewildering, but I don't like to waste garden space, so I don't know if I should I'm not going to give up. I'm going to leave them and just see what happens. But yeah, I like the mustard greens here, and I probably should have just planted more mustard greens. So yeah. And then there's this tomato bush, which is like cherry tomatoes. If I go in a little bit closer, you can kind of see. And the bush is actually just going kind of crazy here. See that? See all these? It's like how many tomatoes could one eat, possibly? And it's like super tall, so I need a step stool. So, yeah, this is like one of the cherry tomatoes that I have. And then while I'm out here, I'll just go through. I planted a lot of carrots down here for the fall. So I see that there some of them are finally coming up. You see the little green sprouts there. And then on this side, the squirrel came in and was digging, so I don't know where the seeds are anymore, but I'm gonna give it a chance before I plant over them. I'm not gonna just let it go. And I still have one jalapeno bush out here, which will probably come out this week. I'll pull what's on there and just come out. And then y'all see I still got the okras going. So here we go. The okra here. And I was kind of shocked because if you look in here, let me move it. This okra bush has like stems that's coming out of like other places, and now it's like producing okra up here too. And okra over here. And then here's the bigger question. Here are the beets. And the beets, I think I 100% need to thin out. So you can see I also had squirrels coming in here, digging where the beets are. And now I gotta thin these out too. So that's a lot of the work that I need to do this morning on this side of the garden. Yeah, I didn't think my okra was gonna do well this year, but then all of a sudden it started producing. So I've been getting about maybe 3 or 4 okra a day, like every other day. So yeah, fry them up. And like I said, I'm the only one that eats okra in my house as well. And then on this side, next week, this will look completely different on this side of the garden. So this is where my strawberries are. And I have a few that I need to go in and pick, but the strawberries are coming out of here. The strawberries will be out of here this week. And I don't know what happened here, but I think something was sprayed on my marigolds whenever my husband was doing some yard work. So you can see on this side of the garden, my marigolds don't look that great anymore. So I might just pull them out. I don't know what happened. But yeah, and then I have beets in here that I need to thin out. So who knows about thinning out beets? I mean, radishes. So these are radishes. These are what they call red meat radishes. And then you can see some wild mint growing over on my side of the fence because my neighbors they don't know how to take care of their garden, which is very grown up. But let's see if the bugs let me get my strawberries. Oh, this one looks good. So I'll just pick this one. And this one looks good too. And this one. So we got some strawberries this morning. Let me take these inside. So yeah, that's a little bit of thinning out that I need to do. We're gonna go into the enclosure in a little bit and pick some more peppers. I'm gonna have another count off today. I wanna know if y'all can guess how many peppers that, yeah, I love strawberries too. So does my family. So the plan is to have more strawberries next year, but put it inside of a vertical garden. So I posted a picture yesterday of this, and now I'm probably just impatient, but can somebody tell me how long it's gonna take this hibiscus flower to open? I've been waiting all season for this hibiscus plant to do something, and I got excited when I saw the little buds here, but how long does it take? Like this don't make no sense. How long does it possibly take? How long? And then you can see down here in my little pots, my cabbages and stuff are doing really good. There's also beets here, which I'm certain that I need to thin out. Yeah, They got to be thinned out, because look, they're like growing on top of each other, and they're only going to come in here and thin these out. Yeah, these beets got to be thinned out, because I don't think they're going to make any beets because they're so close together. My one lonely little broccoli here, and then the cabbages look really good. I found a cabbage worm in here the other day. I had to unalive it. And because there are 3 plants in here, I'm going to try to save all 3. What was eating this? I'm going to try to save all 3. So I'm going to move, or try to move 2 of these out of here and put it out in the garden. The same with this one right here. It looks pretty. Depends on how close they are to see if I could, carefully remove them. These collard plants, I'm pretty much going to leave all 3 in there. And I have something that's been eaten over here. If I find it, it's going to heaven. As you can see, I'm kind of like looking under these. There's a white fly, unalive that. So I see some white flies on this collard. But if I find the cabbage worm, it's going to heaven. And then I got some Swiss chard here. It's growing in pretty full. Back there I have some pak choy that I just tossed some seeds in there, and then I have some mustard, some purple mustards there. So yeah, that's kind of what I have this morning. And I think before I get too cold out here, let me just go back in, and I need my little hand shovel to dig out this to dig out the tomato plant. So let me try to warm myself up a little bit. It's cold out there. All right, so number 1 question, if anybody in the chat knows, tell me, at what point can you pull a green tomato off and fry it, if you know? So it's cold. Just asking for a friend, you're in Mississippi? It's cold there too? What state are you in? I forgot. If it's not Mississippi, I'm sorry. But man, it's cold out there. So get my little tea. Where's my shovel? Okay. So yeah, I guess I'll take this tomato bush out and figure out what plant I'm gonna put over there where it is. Probably a collard plant. Yeah, it's gonna warm up here later today too. It's supposed to get to a high of like 81, which is like very comfortable weather for gardening. But I'll be gone for most of the day, so when I come back a little later, I may do a little bit more in the garden. Not sure yet. So we will see. Just trying to change. One second. Do I have my... Okay. Perfect. Just trying to make sure I don't lose connectivity. I used to have issues going live in the backyard, but we figured it out, thank God. And so now people can see me a little bit clearer, which works. All right. Okay. So you're in Ohio? Okay. Warmer later on in the day. So I'm going to dig out. I really don't want to, but I want to. So here's why I'm battling, because I like it when plants thrive and do well. And that plant started out being like a struggle bus type of tomato plant. So now that it's doing really well and it's been doing well, I kind of hate to pull it out, but like I need to. So maybe I'll come back to it later. Maybe I'm going to pick some peppers first and then come back and dig it out later. I think that sounds like a plan. You see how I'm procrastinating here? Because like I just don't want to, but I want to. I'm internally battling with myself, so you guys can see what I go through. And this is why most of my plants aren't planted out, because I battle internally about whether or not to pull out my the plants that I have. So yeah, that's what's going on with me at the current moment. Everything but what I'm supposed to be doing, which is pulling out that plant right there. Let's just do it. So I need this to loosen up the soil and this to pull it out. And what else? I think that's it. And I got my gloves in my pocket. All right. And I have a basket out there to put the green tomatoes in. Got it. All right. So here we go. Back out here to sacrifice this good plant. So first things first. Thanks for the motivation. First things first. Let me just pull this table over so I could not drop my phone. And let's see. All right. Let me come in here and pick off most of these tomatoes first. All right. So I'm picking off the green tomatoes, and maybe I can fry them, maybe I can't, I don't know. Okay, so Clinton is saying regarding the fried green tomatoes, it makes sense to harvest them just before they start ripening or change color for optimal sweetness. So most of these tomatoes probably won't be good then, because they're like green. So I'm gonna stop picking those off because I don't even know if I like green tomatoes. I only tried it in a restaurant. I never tried to make it myself yet. Let's see. First I'll take off. I have it velcroed up pretty good here. Let's see. All right. And take out the steaks. The big steak I can't take out because it's down in there pretty good. Okay. Is it tied? I don't know. Oh, okay. Take the cage off. All right. All right. There we go. So they're good and easy to fry. Harvest them all and save them and just leave them in space to ripen. Yeah, I picked most of the bigger ones off. This root, I'm a little hi Tamiko, the dirty gardenista. Hey, how are you doing? I'm doing a little sacrifice this morning. So yeah, we got the tomato plant out. We just sit it on the side here. I'm trying to, I must have shook the plant off over there, but I saw a little worm, so I'm gonna put them back in its home, because I like it when the worms stay where they're supposed to be, which is in the soil. So I'm just gonna come in here and just pick out any of the weeds. Some grass is kind of coming over into my garden. Probably should have. All right, so here we go. Just get all these weeds out. And now, oh, spider, okay. I wonder if I could kind of twist this and get it out. Oh, it came out easier than I thought it would. All right. So now, give you some of my neighbors. You don't want these neighbors. No shade to them, but trust me, just asking. You don't want these neighbors over here. Good morning, Herman. How are you? So it's gonna get kind of loud out here pretty soon, but it's okay. Let me just show you. I'll show y'all where they're building the house next door. Well, not next door, but kind of over there. There was a big fire. Rich, do you remember when we were going on vacation and we got woken up at like 3 o'clock in the morning? The cops wanted us to evacuate because the house was on fire. So I'm gonna just move this over so you can see. See, they're building the house over there now. So yeah, that's what they're doing over there. All the little construction noise and all of that. So I'm actually glad that they're rebuilding it, because you know we don't like for like torn down lots to be near our houses. It affects the property value and all that stuff. The sun is finally coming out and starting to feel a little bit nicer. So, all right. So I got the tomato plant out. I love marigolds, but I kind of want to pull them out over here too. Yeah, they're building it. They just started, I want to say, less than a month ago, and they got like the top on it and everything. Can anybody tell me if they hear the construction noise like a whole lot through the stream? Because I know what it sounds like over here, but can you guys hear them banging and everything too? Let me know. So I'm going to pull out some of the marigolds. I like marigolds, but I want to plant at least 2 of the seedlings over here. So let's see. This one here can go. All right. Just trying to get most of these weeds and stuff out of here. All right. All right. So now there's enough space to put a few of these plants that I bought. You hear it? Is it like loud? Good morning, Fortune. How are you? Like super duper loud? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. All right. So I think I could get about 2 of the seedlings over here. Not too loud. Thank you, Donzel. I never know what it sounds like on your end, so maybe I could put 2 of the seedlings over here. Probably the Brussels sprout. I don't really eat Brussels. Oh, sorry. I'm surprised. I don't like bees. For a gardener, I don't like spiders. I can't really deal with. I would run from a bee, and most other insects. Yeah. So it's okay. Please don't judge me. But yeah, so let me get the Brussels sprouts and we'll put them on this side. And see, the cherry tomato plant, I don't want to take it out yet, although I should, because it is taking up space too. So I don't, you don't like bees either? See, now I feel. Face your fears and kiss the spider good morning. No, thank you. No, thank you. Fortune, if you could kiss a spider and I'll try a pepper. We could both face our fears together, right? All right, so let me grab out these seedlings. Trying to figure out which ones to put based off of what I have in this tray. So I think I have 2 Brussels sprouts here. He might be the gardening fairy god. Hey, might be. You funny though. Might be. All right. So I want to check out these before I put them in the garden because I did see some aphids when I was planting them out in my cousin's garden. So here I have, let me just pull them apart. And if I catch any, let me pull off this leaf here. I'm pulling off the bad leaves. And it looks like something is eating this one. So I just want to check it out. See if I see any white flies on it. I might have sprayed it. I sprayed these real good the other day because I saw like aphids. So here we go. Here's a good example. I don't know. Good morning, Miss T. You rolled over and peeked, opened your eyes this morning? Okay. I must have unalived them because now they're in there dead. So I want to see if you could see there. I had aphids inside these Brussels sprouts. And they're all falling out now. So that means I sprayed them good. Sprayed them good. Just inspect them before I plant them out in my garden because I don't want any of the aphids to hop on any of these other plants that I have. There's a dead leaf, so I'm going to pull that off. So yeah. See, Miss T, everybody joined yesterday. They followed your instructions to a T. All right, so we got our little Brussels sprouts here. Get my little shovel. We're gonna put these in the garden, right beside each other. I think they get kind of big, so I'm gonna try to give them enough space. All right, we got a lot of worms over here. I'm not scared of worms. I like to see them, but I don't really like to. I don't play with them, so. Yeah, ain't it some kind of power? All right, so, oh, drop one. All right, it's all right. He's fine. All right. We got these 2 Brussels sprouts. We put these in. These are going to be the only 2 Brussels sprouts that I have because I don't eat Brussels sprouts, but I want to try it. And so I'm not going to say I don't eat Brussels sprouts. I eat Brussels sprouts that they make in the restaurant. I never tried to make them on my own. So I had some from this restaurant. They like, I don't know, they did something to them and then they put some type of sweet stuff on it and they cooked it with bacon and it was delicious. So I'm going to try it. So this worm is over here going crazy. I like tossed them in the hole. Loosen up the root ball. And that's one. And okay. 2. Take off this dead leaf here. Okay. I think that's the right spacing. Not sure, but we're going to find out together. See, Miss T, that's what I'm talking about. You got to get up early and do your garden stuff before it get too hot outside, because then you be out here later and then you start sweating. So just so I don't have to do another. So I like the reason why I got these. The reason why I got these is because I looked at the picture and you see how they like grow up on the thing. I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. So it's a gun combination, but what? I don't know if you want to put that in the stream because you got a butt. Put my label back. All right. So we got the Brussels sprouts in. What is this? Okay. And I have cauliflower here too. Oh, yeah. So I don't think Rich eats Brussels sprouts either, but he gonna try it because it has bacon. Wow, you got jokes, Miss T. He trying to say you don't get up before noon. You see that? Rich got a lot of jokes this morning. He got jokes with me too. All right. Everybody's not picking on Rich. Rich is in here picking on me this morning. Ask everybody. Brussels sprouts and mustards there, beets. I'm kind of thinking if these beets don't grow by next weekend, I'm going to plant something there. And if the beets come up, they come up. And if they don't, they don't. Right? So I'm going to leave the cherry tomatoes where they at for now. And Brussels sprouts. Da, da, da. All right. So let's come over here and possibly... I had a little stool somewhere. I don't know where I put it. Let's harvest out some of these jalapeno peppers. I don't know what I did with my little stool that I sit on. Oh, I see it. You know what? I could just put you guys on the trampoline. I don't know if you can see, but I need my shears. Let's see. Let me not step on these carrots this morning, but grab a few of these jalapenos out. I'll grab them at the top. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So I got some. Is there more in there? Yeah, I do have some more I need to get. All right. So got these jalapenos. And I want to check these okra bushes. Okay, I see one. And here's, let's see, over here. Got, they like hide from you too, so I'm just trying to make sure I got the ones that are ripe, or not ripe, but ready. Have I ever grown ground cherries? I have, but I grow them in a pot though. I didn't this year though. I see some okra, but I'm not sure if it's ready to pick. All right, but I got these 3, so that's good. So This side the marigolds don't look so bad. But I am going to deadhead a couple of them. Just a little maintenance in the morning. All right. So, Fortune, you said you're tired of okra. I have a coworker that loves okra, so I love okra. My coworker loves okra, so I've been sharing. 3 to 4 okra a day or every other day is a lot when you're the only one that eats it. So it works, and they're getting fairly tall. So y'all know I'm a shorty queen. So if I stand here, you see the okra, they're like 5 feet tall, so they're like my height. Oh, I haven't noticed that the spent marigolds sometimes look like leftover party favors. Yes, I have. Okay. All right. So I don't want to pull out this stuff yet, although the jalapeno pepper is on its way out. Man, they are loud over there this morning. I mean, what can you expect if you're building? But I didn't expect them to be out there this morning. Like peeking. But I am, like I said, I am glad that they're building. So before I move over, does anybody grow poblanos? And if you do, what do you use them for? Because good morning, Soulful Bell. Good morning, good morning. I have poblanos. I don't know how big they're supposed to get, so I'm gonna pick one. And if somebody could give me a thumbs up, yeah, they are. But they're gonna be out there in the middle of the heat too. They're gonna be out there all day long. You use them like a bell pepper. So I'm gonna pick one, Fortune. Tell me if it's the right size. If it's not, it's okay. Is this the right size or should it be bigger? So I'm put it in the palm of my hand. Sit this down. Good morning, Jason. I think Monday is going to do video of your garden. Okay, can't wait to see it. So, yeah, poblano here. I'll probably give them away or use them for seasoning in my food because I also don't eat peppers. Unless I just use them for seasoning. Oh, they don't get big like the grocery store ones? Okay, so if that's the case, I have a few of these that I need to pick off. Put it in my pocket. All right, one more. Let me put these up first. I'm messed up this morning. I put my basket over here. So, one more. All right. So we got the poblanos. I need to pick some of these cherry tomatoes real quick. Oh man. He said he hates to hurt my feelings, but the Texans gonna lose. We're gonna talk about that in tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow is football Sunday. We're gonna talk about football tomorrow while gardening, okay? And just in case somebody didn't know, I am a Houston Texans fan, so we'll put that in the chat. They're having a rough year. All right, so let me see. Let me get this step stool. The huge ones must be a variety. Extra poblanos to achieve bigger size. Yeah, I figured as much, so I trimmed off 2 the other day, and I'm thinking by next week, the ones that are left on there are gonna be like really, really big. So before I move into the enclosure, Rich, don't start that. Before I move into the enclosure, let me just pick a few of these cherry tomatoes. I'm gonna move you guys so I can kind of see if the chat's moving. And I'm gonna get my step stool. All right. So I'm gonna try to get most of the ones at the top first. See if they're any good. Oh, they are. Okay. This one split open, so I should have picked them yesterday because I knew this was going to happen. Most of them are going to like split open. Put this on the table because I don't know what could have been in there, so I'm not going to eat it. And I have a ton of these, so and they're all in the bottom too. More that split open. I like your spirit, Fortune. They come in here to talk. Do I watch basketball? Sometimes. I haven't been up on basketball in a minute though. So when I watch basketball now, I don't know who the players are anymore, other than like the old mainstream people, like the LeBrons and the Steph Currys. So I usually watch a lot of sports, but the gardening, the momming, the wifing, sometimes I don't have time. So yeah, let me just finish grabbing these, the ones that I can. A lot fell on the ground. And inspecting. Oh no. Let's see. I'm gonna put these in here. Move my chair around. All right. I can pick the rest later. Cute round pepper. No, they're tomatoes, not peppers. And it's a lot of them. This is the other tomato bush that I said I'm kind of procrastinating pulling out the tomato bush because, like, so what time are we waking up on the weekends? Listen, Miss T, I don't know about you, but I'm an early riser. Oh, good morning, Pooh. Pooh Hef is in the building. No, they are tomatoes. So I wake up, if I don't stream, right? I'm out here by like 7 o'clock in the morning or whenever the sun is up and I've, woken myself up. So yeah, I get up pretty early. So once my body alarm wakes me up and nobody else is up in my house, I get up and I come right out in the garden so that I can have the rest of my day to myself. Well, the rest of the day to everybody else, but I could be out in the garden and not be bothered by anybody. So I see we have a lot of people in the stream. Make sure you come in and say hi. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe so you can see all the updates and stuff. So I'm just out here right now trying to pull as many of these tomatoes off before it gets too hot. They're all on the back side. So try to grab as many as possible. The funny thing is that as I'm picking them, they are splitting in my hands. I probably should have picked them yesterday, but I was a little busy. See. So you see this one is so big that once I picked it, it kind of split right here. You woke up, see, I feel special now. You woke up just to tune in to me for a little while. But see, the good thing is with streaming, you could watch from your phone and not even have to get up out of the bed. It's like a early morning wake up show. Although, Rich Black Man in the chat, he don't like waking up early, but we had some like, the internet is funny. So sometimes people say like really crazy stuff in my stream. So when I wake up and stream, I'm grateful to him that he will get up and watch out for the chats to make sure nobody says anything out of out of context is what I'll say. So you're an early bird. Yeah, I try to sleep in. Even when I'm on vacation, I try to sleep in, and like I'm just laying there because I don't want to wake other people up. Well, most of the time on vacation. When I vacation with other people, they like to get up early and go to the gym, and I don't. So, and he know who I'm talking about. So, let me see. Grab off these tomatoes. All right. I'll see another one down here. So, let's see. They're not hot. Jalapeno has more heat. What has more heat? Okay. Now we're going to one of my favorite places of the garden, which is my enclosure, because at least with the enclosure, I don't have to worry about um, the squirrels and everything else coming in. Okay, gotcha. You jealous because you listen? If I could send you these tomatoes, I could, because I had so many of them. I just pulled out one of the bushes that I really didn't want to, but I did it anyway. All right, let's see. So we're in one of my favorite places of the garden, which is my enclosure. Let me just move this over. And voila. You got a leaf on your tomato. I hope that they survive. So before we start pulling out tomatoes, let me just show you what we're growing in here so far. So let me take one of these gloves off. All right. So you guys will remember last week, or no, 2 weeks ago, we started planting stuff in here. And let me just show you. So here are my turnip greens. I think that they need to be thinned out. So they're the turnip greens. They're kind of spaced out, fairly spacious. And then, so on this side are, like I said, turnip greens. We planted parsnips in here, but then I don't know how long it takes for them to germinate. I don't think this is a parsnip. Remember, I tried to plant some rutabagas in here, and they tried to, and they never came up. So I'm trying to determine if any of these are rutabagas or parsnips, because they're in the same place. You see, they didn't really sprout yet or germinate. And then if you look over here, I planted some radishes, like different kinds. They sprouted. They 100%, they 100% need to be thinned out. So the daikon white radishes, I didn't know they were going to get so big so fast. Oh, so Fortune, your parsnips are coming up already? I wonder if it's like real cold here at night. So it's real cold here at night. So mines haven't come up, or maybe I planted them too deep. I'm crazy enough to go in here and plant in more seeds. So we'll see. And then if I step out, you'll see the crazy peppers in here. They're still in here. A lot are like, if I zoom in, they're still not gonna pick them. I see some spider webs and I don't have a hat today. This is crazy. I'm gonna probably have to clear them out with my hands, because if a spider gets, it's gonna be a whole totally different kind of stream. And I have another pepper back here that you guys didn't see. I'll pull it out in a little. I'll pull it out in a little bit and let you guys see it. And there's another pepper bush in the back that I lost the tag to, and I have no idea what kind of pepper plant it is, but we're gonna see, okay? And then you notice, if you've been following me, I've been pulling out some red bell peppers, and I have another one that I could harvest today, so that's also great. So I don't think we have as many peppers to pick than what we had. Thank you, Donzel. I am thinking of turning this into a greenhouse right now. It has like chicken wire and stuff, so during the wintertime it gets fairly cold in here. So I'm thinking of covering it with plastic to make it a greenhouse and then uncover it when summertime comes. So we'll see. But what I probably should have did, and you could just put it in the chat, how many peppers, where's the spider web coming from? There's a spider web out here. How many peppers, and we'll do a count off a little later, how many peppers do you think we're gonna harvest today? These are the super hot peppers. Let's see how many we're gonna get today. Drop it in the chat. The other week, what, 2-3 weeks ago, we got over 200. So how many are we gonna get today? If you're new to the 75, Fortune says 75, okay. We'll see. Are you counting in the poblanos and stuff from last time? You changed it to 125? That was cute. I see what you're doing there. So yeah, she said 125. All right. So I don't see as many orange or whatever. So your low one might have been right, might not have been. But we're gonna see today. So maybe. Oh, she said Pooh have said 126. Okay. So let's get started. And I'm gonna harvest the prettiest of them all first, right? 127. Okay. So check this out. Pooh. Oh, I just realized why you said that. It's the first one. So we're gonna count. I don't know if you guys are counting. I'll go back in and count later, but I've been waiting to pull this one. I don't know. I'm gonna put it in something. I don't know. But I got like a few of them already. Thank you, JC. Thank you. All right, so let's start. That's one. I'm not gonna count the poblanos and the jalapenos. So we're gonna start from scratch. How many super hots do we have, okay? Let me start on this side with the Reaper peppers. And I'm watching what I'm doing today because like I said, I don't have on a hat. So, all right. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 Carolina Reapers. Oh, so you smoke a lot of them and you put them in. So I am gonna dry them out in my dehydrator. All right. So that was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So 2 more Reapers. Then we're starting off, we're going to the habaneros next. So, Pooh, I think you had habanero peppers, right? So this is what my habaneros look like. I didn't expect for my peppers to do so well this season, but they did. So I lost count. I don't know where I'm at, so that means I'm gonna have to go in a little later and count. Okay. I'm like moving and ducking in here because I'm trying to find the peppers without going all the way in because I don't want something getting in my hair. I see a lot of spider webs in here and I don't know where the spiders are. Okay. Drop one. Okay. There's 4 more. I don't know who's keeping count. So some are big, some are small. So this is a smaller habanero. And this is a bigger Carolina Reaper. You see the stinger on the bottom of it? That's a sign that it's hot. Pool Hefs did a great job on his one. He gonna get some more. So what happens is when you pull off one of the peppers, it sends a signal to the plant to pull even more, to put out even more of them. So keep doing what you're doing. Okay. I only see one ghost pepper this time. Remember the last time most of what we did was ghost peppers. So yeah, this is the ghost pepper. There are a lot of green ghost peppers, so I would expect within the next week or so, we're gonna have a lot more ghost peppers. So there's this one. I think that, Pooh, I think you might have a ghost pepper, I'm not sure, but this is what it's gonna look like. Yours might be a little smaller because it's in a pot though. All right, so I'm gonna save the purple Reaper for last. I'm just gonna come in here. And now I'm moving on to the Scotch bonnet peppers. I see a lot of yellow ones in here. All right, so I'll show you. All right, so this Scotch bonnet, okay. This Scotch bonnet is still a little bit green, but it has yellow on it. But check it out. It's gonna turn completely yellow even though I already picked it. So that's something that you guys should know. So it's the same thing. You see that my bell pepper still has some tints of green on it. Now that I picked it, it's gonna turn completely red. So okay, I love tacos. Okay, miss, you put your habanero in the taco. Let me scroll back. Oh no, I would not be trying that. It was hot. I bet it was. Hopefully you feel okay after using the bathroom, you know? All right, love hot tacos. Foraging, yes, we've got to rethink all our methods since moving back to Texas. Our first 2 years, everything did great, but we got to step it up. Okay, so you changed climates. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know what I would do if I had to rethink everything that I did. Oh, y'all caught that comment late? All right, so let me come in here. I'm ducking, moving and ducking and ducking and moving, trying to find all the peppers. Man, trying to get in here to get these peppers. There was a habanero. They're over here hiding. These are rather large. I'll show you this one. So another one. And these habaneros are even bigger than the one that I just showed y'all. Check it out. So, all right. I kind of want to go put on a hat. It's a lot of spiders in here. All right. Okay. So, granted, it's stuff in the bottom of this basket, but here's where we are right now. Hope you remember your numbers. We're gonna go in and count in a little bit. I'm saving the purple Reaper for last because it's just a ton of them on there. Sometimes I wish I had, wait till I get my hat. I wish I was taller or had longer arms. It's some peppers like way in the back. I can't reach them. I feel like I got little T-Rex arms out here. Oh, it's a bee. B, you mind your business and I'm gonna mind my business, okay? Let's listen. If I feel something crawling in my hair, the whole stream is gonna be over because I'm out of here. The way I'm gonna run out of this thing here today, if I feel anything crawling in my head, it's over. But I probably should go get my hat though, because they're like way, way, way in there. Let me just try again though. Okay. My arms are short, but I think I could get in here and get some of the ones that are on the back side if I just move a few. I pulled off the whole. That's right. All right. More. All right. See if I see any of these chicken eaters. I don't see any of those. I think it's almost time for that plant to come out, but I can't reach it to get to it yet. But oh no, here's one. Oh, a bee, a bee, a bee. Y'all see that? I almost got stung. Yeah, in-ground peppers are way bigger. So this is a chicken eater. It's in the habanero family, but it's way hotter. Miss T, you ever thought about growing in the ground, just like putting a plant in there and see what happens? Put this on the side. It wasn't even close. Listen, it was close. Yeah, I'm thinking I should. The only thing is I can't cover like my ponytail, but I probably could cover. You know what? 1 second. Y'all give me just 1 second. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna put something on my head because if I feel something crawl on me, it's over. 1 second. Okay, so yeah, bonnet, I could. We'll do the next best thing. All right, I feel a little bit better now. Braid bonnets, I might. So at least my scalp is fully covered now. Y'all laughing, but I'm real serious about the stuff getting in my hair. All right, I feel a little bit safer now. What's up, Curtis? How are you? I'm out here. See, Rich, you're supposed to have my best interests in mind, and you're saying, boo, the content is better when no. Okay, okay. All right. So here's my little thing. If you're new, I see we have some people in here today. If you're new to the channel, just make sure you come in, subscribe, hit the like button. It's free to press the like button. But we're in here. Some people have already given their numbers. If you're here and you haven't given your number, how many peppers do you think we're gonna pick today? A couple weeks ago, we had over 200. So let's see how many we have today. I lost count at how many we had today, but I'm sure somebody's keeping track, or maybe not, because I've been showing them as I put them in the basket. So, all right. So we're gonna come in here and try to finish picking off these peppers. Curtis, I did. So those of you in the chat who don't know, I'm a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, and my line brother's in the chat, and his son is a Legacy and is a Sigma, a man of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. All right, so let's get back to, they said congratulations, Curtis. You're doing big things. Tell nephew I said congrats. Pull my locks up underneath the, you know what, I'm gonna put them inside of my sweatshirt. That might be before I keep going. Yeah. So I'm gonna come in and water most of these plants. All right. So let's get back to it. All right. some down here. I think I might start cutting on these bushes just to get them down to size. Okay. All right. That was a little bit better. That was a little bit better. So foraging, you are right. That's a blue butterfly. It's a chime. So you're not losing it. Your eyes are... Yeah, it is. So we got 5. As you can see, I'm still picking some of them that have green on them because they already started turning colors. They will turn the correct color soon. So foraging, notice my little butterfly chime up here. You can... So yeah, you're not losing it. No worries. Nobody going crazy today. All right. Yeah. All right. So I'm trying to see if I got all of the peppers that were over there on that side. Just moving some stuff out of my way here. Oh, I found one hiding over here. And one over here that's gonna turn colors. I'm gonna leave these out so that they can finish turning colors, but I'm just gonna go ahead and pick these 2. These are habaneros as well. All right. So the dragon's breath, they're all still green, and so are a lot of the ghost peppers. But I'm actually thinking of, thank you, Donzel. You want that? Amazon. Uh, so yeah, just search for blue butterfly chime. You can find it right on Amazon. I have the shears because for the purple reaper plant, I've gotten like 2-gallon bags full on the inside. And so soon I'm gonna start overwintering it. So I'm gonna actually just start chopping off some of the limbs and harvesting as we go. So, especially the ones that are like in my way, like this one. So this one we have, and I'll just show. So the purple reaper is like, we had an algebra teeth. Oh, his breath was stinking, huh? This is the purple reaper. It's very similar to, let me see if I could hold up a Carolina reaper here, show you the difference. So it's in the family, but it's like a crossbreed pepper. So this is a Carolina reaper. See, it has the stinger there. The purple reaper is just simply, it's just purple, it has a stinger there. Very, very hot. And it starts off purple, and then eventually, if you leave it on there for long enough, they start turning like a little green color. And it smells very floral if you cut into it. So get them off of this bush. That was funny, right, Kurt? I can only imagine why y'all called that man or that woman dragon's breath. So I don't think the tiny ones are, I don't know if they're ripe or whatever, but maybe I'll pick a couple of those off and give them away. I'm gonna leave it. But this is how they start off, kind of like purple. So just keep picking here. What's the hottest thing that y'all would eat, like other than hot sauce though? So I got these in here. Man, which limb do I want to cut next? I think this one, because it's messing with my chimes. All right. Your hot sauce is almost unbearable. I make some that I think is unbearable, but then other people like it. All right, here we go. Trying to get them all, at least the bigger ones off. Drop one. Drop two. Okay. So, hot curries. That's it, only hot sauce. JB Natto, hot curries. Good morning, how are you? Okay. Okay. Mixed a can of coconut cream with it, mellowed it out, and made it creamy to stick. Okay. Ice cube form? I don't think I've ever heard of that before. I'm not gonna try it, but I don't think I've ever heard of it. Huh. So what do you put your ice cubes in? Like liquor or like in food? That's okay. Stew or pasta sauce? You eat hot pasta? I mean, I wouldn't do it, but I'm pretty sure it tastes good. So, just checking this out to make sure I don't miss any. It's a big one off on the side. One of my friends, her mom takes a whole pepper and she drops it down in a pot of collard greens, like she doesn't bust it open, so that their collard greens are spicy. I also wouldn't do that, but I heard that's what a lot of people do. So, okay, little baby peppers here. And I think I told y'all when we first started pulling peppers out here, I have a new pepper that I forgot about that I'm gonna show y'all. Okay. Okay. So this is called pink tiger butt. My friend seems cray cray. Which one? I think tomato sauce. I say hot sauce. Okay. So this is a pink tiger butt. And yeah. Oh, I know why you made that comment. I'm gonna tell her what you said, Rich. And sometimes she can be crazy. Do a whole scotchy and don't let it bust open. So yeah, I also have a friend who's Jamaican. She puts a whole Scotch bonnet in her stuff, but they use it in the stewed chicken or whatever. I can't eat that. It's too hot. So here's a new one. Stay tuned. We're gonna have another pepper challenge later on today, and I'm gonna have someone try this pepper. She's just gonna bite into it. You thought I was gonna bite? It's like, nah. All right. So let me finish this so we can count. All right. I'm just trying to get all these stuffs, all these limbs out of my way. And then maybe, I don't see. So this one would have had a lot on here, but I'm cutting off the limb. I don't want I don't think the little babies, or I could be wrong, I don't think they have any heat in them. They do have like a little stinger on it though, but we're not gonna use it, and I'm not and I'm not gonna save it for anybody either. So all right. All right, there was a bee. Let's just move. We might have over 100 at this point. We'll see. I think it's easier if I just cut these limbs off as opposed to just trying to reach in. So let's see. Cut another limb off back here of this plant. So I cut this one, this one. All right. Here we go. All right, so now it's easier for me to pick these peppers off of here. One just fell on the ground. 2, 3. Now the bees coming out because there's still a lot of flowers on here. They're like dropping everywhere. See ya, foraging. Oh. I try to be motivation for most people to get up early. Rise and shine, everybody. Okay. I'm trying to get these the pink tiger butt peppers off. I want to cut into one and see if it's floral. All right, so here we go. Let's go back inside. Yeah, a lot of bees out here. I was trying to see if I see any more in there, so I don't. So I was telling everybody I was cutting the limbs off of this one because I'm gonna overwinter that pepper soon, and that is that. I want to leave my shears in here. Let's go inside and have a little count off. See what time it is. It's almost time for me to start getting ready for my day. I planted some plants out here. I'll come out and plant some more a little bit later, but now I want to count these peppers and I gotta get my daughter ready to take her somewhere in a little bit. I'm gonna plant my cauliflower out in a little bit. The sun is finally out, so it's getting a little hot. I might shed this sweatshirt in a few. Smells like breakfast. Okay. All right. So let me just close this door. Make sure no bees come in. And I'll go grab my stuff a little later. So, all right. I do have a pen today. Let's start counting. So I think Pooh said 127, Miss T said 125, like his price is right. Let's start counting. Where's my notebook? Because I like to keep count of how many. All right. See you, Curtis. All right. So I like to keep count. And while I'm on stream, I also want to cut into one of these chocolate. That's cool. That's cool, Donzel. That's why I give 2 days of weekend. So you join in where you fit in. So we will count off the purple reapers first. No, I'll do the chocolate ones. Not chocolate, but pink tiger butt. So 2, 3. I know I had more than that. 4, 5. So pink, there's 5. All right. I'm gonna cut into that one in a few. Let me leave one out so I could cut into it. So I also need to Google to see where it is on the Scoville heat scale. Take this hat off. All right. So, all right. Let's go to the purple reaper, which is why we have. I appreciate that too, Herman. The purple reaper is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay, so there's a purple reaper. There's 50. Okay. Somebody said 75. We coming up on your number. But before we go on there, I found some more of the pink tiger butt. So there's 2 more, rounding the number up to 7. Okay. So we're at 57 so far. Scotch bonnet I'll do next. So these are the yellow ones. I also sell these Scotch bonnet. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 Scotch bonnets. Let's do the habaneros next. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Oh, where you live is getting ready to get cold there. That's 100% correct. It's already like in the mornings and overnight it gets in like the 50s, lower 50s, not 40s yet, but yeah, you are absolutely correct. All right, so we did the habaneros, Scotch. Now we could do, I think I only got 1 ghost pepper, so put that in there. And of the Carolina Reapers, I got, see, 3, 6, 7 Reapers. So I don't know if we hit the 100 mark today. I'm gonna use my calculator because I don't like to be wrong. So 7 plus 50 plus 16 plus 11 plus 1 plus 7. All right. 85 today. Some of you might ask, why do I count the peppers? Because I sell them. So I need to know how many of each I have so I can make sure the inventory is right. So here's what we have today. Boop. Very colorful, right? But the pink tiger butt, I've never grown before, so I'm going to cut into it on stream, put my glove on, because I want to know what the seeds look like to see if it's something that I could sell. I think I have my scissors in my pocket. So let's cut this. Kind of floral. Yeah, very floral. I probably should have put a glove on both hands. I gotta wash my hands. The skin is kind of thick. And you see the seeds in there. Thumbnail for my, yeah, absolutely. Thumbnail for the peppers. So I'm gonna save these seeds. Matter of fact, where are my, I have these little, I may even sell some of the seeds because I've never Pepper push her like she pushes bricks. I don't push bricks. I work for a living. That's why I don't live stream as much in the mornings or during the day during the week, because I have to work for the job that pays me. So pink tiger butt. So I'm gonna put this glove back on, scrape the seeds out with my hand, and put them in this. I might sell these seeds. B Natto, where are you located? It's a possibility that I could ship you some for a fee. Pooey, you see how funny my brother liked to be? So it smells like a flower, kind of, sort of. And that's why I said it's very misleading, because that makes me know. PNW. Don't know where that is. Where is that? PNW. I Google it. Okay. So I got my little pink tiger butt seeds. Now this hand smells like pepper, so I got to make sure not to put this hand. Pacific Northwest. Okay. Okay. So I like smelling like the peppers because they smell this kind of fruity and floral. So I have to look up the flavor profile, but a little bit later I'm gonna have someone try one and tell me what it tastes like. I'll make sure I have plenty of milk and sugar for her. So put that off on the side. And the one thing that we didn't count today were the red bell pepper. And I have 4 poblanos and 5 jalapenos. So yeah, there's nothing wrong to smell them. It's just when you put them in your mouth and you don't know how hot or not hot they are, that's a problem. So yeah. So I got my little tomatoes here. Some of them started splitting. Green tomatoes, some okras. I did run out of time today, so I'm going to quickly run out, find a place to plant out some of these cauliflower, clean up in the back. I will be zone 9A. How is it growing peppers there? I'm pretty sure it's pretty hard because it probably gets kind of cold fast, right? So yeah, I'm going to pack up my stuff, try to run out, water in some things that I may have put out there. Just a reminder for those who ask me what I do with my peppers. I make pickled peppers. So inside of this jar, there's like some of the carrots that I grew, some brine that I made, jalapenos and a garlic and various other things. So do this. Don't sell these, but this is one of the things that I make. And one of the things that I spent most of my day yesterday making was hot sauce. So there's the one that I made a video of me making, which is the hot fire hot sauce. And then the other 2 where I made batches yesterday were this spicy cobbler pepper. It has a peach base. And then I also made a batch of the sweet tangy heat. And I actually like this one. It's just hot, so I can't put a lot of it on my food. So soon I'll be putting out a jot form to put those on sale. And yeah, this is our time for today. I'll be outside again tomorrow, 8 o'clock, so 15 minutes later, giving myself an extra 15 minutes of sleep or whatever else I need to do in the mornings. So thank everybody for joining in. I had a great time with everybody this morning. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you go in, hit subscribe, and turn on the bell icon for your notifications. You can also hit the notify me button when you see my peppers and everything. I'll be picking peppers and just planting out in the garden and discussing the plants that I have. So yeah, stay tuned. Check out the content on the channel, and thank everybody for joining me this morning. Have a good day, everybody, and happy growing and happy creating and all the things that you do. So have a good day, and I will see you guys maybe tomorrow if you join the live stream again tomorrow. Thanks, everybody. Let's see.